Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Willis. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They begin with Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense on balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Willis out of the gun. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra play by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him on the line. He'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Third down, it's Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Finding room at midfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Henry running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Henry again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Pull it good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing now is Mahomes.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it.
Now in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Kevin Byard deep for Tennessee. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Willis. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
28 yards. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
These guys will take a 10-point lead. Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Willis now off play action.
And he's taken down, a cheap sack. Chris Jones, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually drop a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second down, here's Willis.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
30 yards.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to tackle defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down.
Buying time, and now here's another interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They run again with the fullback Burton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, design run for their wideout. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.